up, YouTube? I'm Nintendo64, bringing you this third episode of Pokemon FireRed. In the last episode, we got our Pokedex, we got our Pokemon, and we caught a Pokemon. Our first Pokemon, which we got, was Squirtle, whom we've affectionately named Koopa. Pretty good defensive tank already, and it's only gonna get better. We also caught a Pidgey, but I have no interest in using that Pidgey as of right now. We may use it later on in the playthrough, but I don't know, I haven't decided yet. If you go back here, you can find a potion, which is pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. And now, we shall travel to Route 22, where in this route, we can find a lot of other Pokemon. Hopefully, we will find them in order for me to be able to show them, and of course, it's a Rattata. Now, there are two Pokemon I'll be looking for on this route. One is kinda hard to find, another should be very easy to find, so stay tuned for a brief moment. Well, it's not exactly the Pokemon I was looking for, but we may as well catch a Rattata for the sake of catching one. I'm not gonna be going after all 150 Pokemon. You obviously can't in FireRed and Leaf Green, but I'm gonna catch as many as I can, the ones I want to catch, the ones I will train, because, you know, there is a point in the game where you have to have caught a minimum of some sort of number of Pokemon in order to get rare items. In order to actually progress the game, you actually have to catch a strong amount of Pokemon. So I would rather have the Pokemon, even if I have to keep bringing them back into the PC, which I forgot to show. In the Pokemon Center, you can go to this computer over here, where you can store your Pokemon. You can withdraw Pokemon like Pidgey, or you can deposit them like Rattata is being deposited. But first, we gotta quickly heal Squirtle. And we're gonna go back and look for some more Pokemon. We've got two more to look for, so stay tuned. Okay, we finally found one of them. This is Mankey, a fighting-type Pokemon. I highly recommend you catch this Pokemon if you started with Charmander, because the first gym, in case you didn't know, is Rock-type, and Fire does literally nothing to Rock. So, the reason I'm catching Mankey is for insurance. I'd like a good attacker to start off, so I don't just have Squirtle in there. And we are going to use Mankey at least for a little while, so I am going to give Mankey a nickname. And because he's a monkey, I am so obviously giving him one nickname. And if you guys don't know what movie this is from, I'm gonna yell at you. We're gonna call him a Boo, at least for temporary purposes. Hopefully we can find the next Pokemon next, please. Of course not, more Rattatas. Stay tuned for another Rattata count. Oh, that is just insult to injury, game. One hour, 57 Rattatas, and 32 Mankeys later, I found it. And it's not even at the level I wanted it at. But you know what? I'm getting tired of waiting and hoping. I mean, come on! I got a Boo up 2 levels, it learned a good fighting type move, all in the time it took to find this one Pokemon. I hate my life. I really do, guys. And we have Spearow now, who we'll be using for our team for... who knows. Now, the question is, what am I gonna name you? I completely forgot to give you a nickname. Let's name you... I can't give you the name I gave you in my first attempt to play this, which was a disaster, by the way. You guys will hopefully never see that. Hopefully it's impossible to get it back from the deleted computer. I have no idea why. Don't quote me as to why I'm picking this name. I don't know. It's just spur of the moment thing. We gotta go heal Florence and Boo and everyone else up. So Yeah, because in case you didn't know, we got a little side quest here on the side, which we're about to do. And I'd like to have Florence level up, even though it's completely okay that he could get slaughtered here, as we get to see A-Hole again. Hey, N-Man64, you're off to the Pokemon League? Forget about it. You probably don't even have any badges, do you, man? Yeah, I'm gonna talk from Brooklyn now, because I'm your rival, and your rivals are from Brooklyn. Your rivals, when you're in Boston, you're from Brooklyn, man. I'm from New York, so don't say I'm offensive to New Yorkers. That's ridiculous. Of course you get a critical hit, and of course you're faster than me, and of course tackle misses, and of course it does no damage. I should have expected nothing but the worst from this game. And come on, Bubbles. Bubbles, Bubbles, Bubbles. Attack of the killer, Bubbles. Of course. Really, I have to use 2 potions on Squirtle in this fight. I am drastically underleveled. Really? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Well, Florence leveled up, so that's worth anything, and so did Koopa. Koopa should learn a new attack now, if I'm not mistaken. Learn Withdraw, which might be the only one of these 4 attacks so far that may actually stay with him. I haven't decided yet. And here's Bulbasaur, who worries the ever-loving crap out of me. So, we're obviously not going to put Squirtle there. Bulbasaur's new attacks include Leech Seed. Yeah, I mean, I know I could be risking Florence's well-being, but I like my odds here. And holy crap! Florence just took down freaking Bulbasaur. All on his own. Awesome, Florence. Amazing. Oh, you just lucked out. Bitch, please. Bitch, please, dude. I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Get a move on? I'm catching Pokemon here. There's no way you can catch Pokemon at a frequency that you claim to be catching them at. Well, there aren't any other new Pokemon around here. I want to go heal my team up before we do anything else. I'm also going to be cutting out Pokemon centers from here on out. When I go to heal or switch out Pokemon, I'll just tell you what if I added a new Pokemon or not. But yeah, I'm starting to like our team. I mean, Koopa is severely overleveled. I think that's fairly obvious. But he's okay to be overleveled, which means I don't have to train him later before we go to the first gym. The other 2 I'll have to. I don't want to talk to you. Of course I have to, apparently. Well, no, I've had my coffee, and that's what I need to get going. What is that red box you have? Ah, so you're working on your Pokedex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokedex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch Pokemon? Yes, I do. I do. No. Oh, another annoying tutorial about catching Pokemon, because apparently we're not smart enough to know how to catch one. Why do you have a potion if you don't have any Pokemon, dude? Huh? Whatever. Whatever. There, now tell me, that was educational, was it not? No, it wasn't. And here, take this too. Teachy TV. If there's something that you don't understand, watch that. It will teach you about the basics of being a trainer. And if you think you need to know the basics of being a trainer, then you clearly aren't ready for Pokemon. I'm sorry. My daddy loves Pokemon too. Spearow? I think Florence is a much better name. Coming up with nicknames is fun, but it's not so easy to do. Clever names are nice, but simple names are easier to remember. Florence, Abu, and Koopa. This is a pretty damn good team. Now there's a new Pokemon you can catch on this route, but you can also catch it when we go up ahead, so if we find it, we so obviously did, so thank you. Now I'm going to want to try to level up both Florence and Abu on this route, so Florence is probably going to get the most levels out of this, because, you know, he's already ripped out of his mind after whooping Bulbasaur. But this is Viridian Forest, and we're going to do this in the next episode. So thank you for joining me, and as always, I'm Nintendo Man 64, signing off. Sayonara, folks.